Guys and gals, well, I've seen my new addition out and about, ball python. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take him or her out. I believe it's a male. Sometimes you can tell by the size of the spurs. Pythons and boas have spurs at the base of the tail where their vent is, and or the cloaca. And the males tend to have quite prominent larger spurs. I'm not 100%, but that's my guess from what this guy looks like. You can either probe them, or also when they're babies, you can pop them. That means you can push at the base of the tail and roll up. And when they're very young, the hemipenises will pop out. Sorry about the noise there, guys. But anyways, guys, there he is. So I'm going to get him or her out, and then we're going to attempt to feed it. I'll be right back. Alright guys, well, we got him out, so let's just try him on a frozen thawed mouse. There we go. Now, I'm not sure when he's going to start mowing. He's thinking he's killing it right now, as most of you know. He's constricting it. I may just pause this and maybe do it in segments. It depends how long he's going to be. Or maybe, just maybe, I'll do a time lapse. Oh, sorry guys. Still not used to this tripod business. Excuse me, guys. Well, as most of you guys know, snakes start from at the head first, and that's smart because if they try going from the rear end, the legs and everything bend back the opposite way. And how they know this is they have an organ in their brain, and as they flick their tongue out, it's they sense the head of the or the brain actually of the prey, whatever they're eating, and that lets them know what end to start at. And that organ is called the Jacobson organ. So that's how snakes know how to start at the head. Some snakes will, be crazy feeders, and they'll just, take it from the back end. Sometimes they're able to get it down, but it's a lot more work, and kind of funny to watch, actually. Sometimes they just end up spitting it out and then grabbing it, or not grabbing it, but starting from the other end, which would be the head. So I just took him out of this, not took him out of this, I just took him out of his enclosure. I just put him in this little shoe bin. Generally, I don't feed, well, not generally, but years ago when I had all my snakes, this is before the internet and everyone had their opinions, and which is okay. But you know, they say, oh, your animal can become cage aggressive, or because you know you're going in the cage, and then you know it's going to think every time you're opening the cage, it's going to be food. But you know what? If you use your, you know, a snake hook is good. Let the snake know it's not, you know, food coming in, and you know, you just kind of poke at it a little bit, and if it, you know, turns and looks like it's, you know, looking to strike or a feeding response, you can just gently nudge their nose. Not don't hurt them, but just you know, and that'll oops, okay, this is not food, and they'll redirect what their way of thinking almost. It snaps them out of it. Now, if they're hungry, they've never been handled, they're going to be striking at anything. But what I thought years ago was like, okay, so you're going into your terrarium or whatever you're keeping your cage in or your animal in, your snake, and yeah, okay, it's going to be food aggressive, okay, but now, or food aggressive or in feeding mode, now you got to get your snake out of a container like this and get it back into its enclosure. When the snake's done, it's still in food mode, so I think you're just as you're more likely to get bitten by a snake taking it from here back into its enclosure. So it's kind of, you know, up for grabs, or not grabs, but discussion. But I've never ever had a problem with any of my snakes over the years. I've had some big ones. My biggest one was a 16-foot Burmese python. It was about, oh my gosh, well over 30 years ago. But I got her as a little hatchling, brought her home in a budgie box, grew her to about 16 feet. I bred her 2 or 3 times, and had a lot of fun with her. She was huge. But they're big snakes. Ball pythons don't get big. You know, a big female's 5 feet. And I know 5 feet sounds big, but really it's not. I mean, this snake here is probably 2.5 feet, anyways, all stretched out. It's not really all that big. So as you can see, it is working its way over the mouse's head, and as you see, they curl their body around it to hold it, so they can push their head up and over. As you can see, it's doing there at the back of its head or neck. And heel, pull it through just like that, snug it up again, and then push over. So one big mouthful. Anyways, this is just a normal ball python. There's so many different morphs nowadays. It's crazy. You can't even keep up with it. Some beautiful snakes. I just don't get this whole morph thing. Everyone's crazy for. Like I said, they're beautiful snakes, but you know, they have a different pattern or a different fleck of black somewhere or whatever, and you know, they come out with a new morph of ball python, and that's just for them to charge more money because it's something different if someone's collecting them. But, you know, I like the albinos, you know, like normal ones, not normal ones, but you know, the first morphs that they came out with. But now it's, you can't even keep up with it. Well, I can't, anyways. I guess it's sort of kind of like me having 80 odd tarantulas. Not many people can keep up with that, but I can. But or I try. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but Chico's on the go again, climbing around his cage. So this won't take long now because a couple more. There you go. Once those hind legs are in, just the tail, and that goes pretty quick. That wasn't too bad. Almost 7 minutes, start to finish. So I'm gonna try and get him on rats because rats are way more beneficial for them. They're more fat and protein to them. Or mice. I mean, mice are fine, but I don't know why people start them on mice when they can take a small rat pinky, even at, you know, a week old, and then you know, you don't have to worry about converting them over. Ball pythons can be very finicky. You know, I've known some of them. I've even known Burmese back in the day that, my one buddy, he had, 12-foot male Burmese, and it would only eat gerbils. So, he actually owned a pet store, so anytime anyone had gerbils, we're going back again 30 odd years. He's like, oh yeah, sure, I'll take them. But it was a thin snake because it wouldn't eat anything other than, and very, 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 what's the word for it? Grumpy. Very grumpy. So there we go, guys. He is done. And I'm going to get him back in his enclosure now. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. And this is a look at my new ball python, one I got from my friend. She just gave it to me, so it's kind of cool. I probably would have ended up with a ball python anyways. But, I'll probably still get another one. If I have one, I might as well get a couple. Maybe do some breeding down the road. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. I know it was a little bit longer. But that's how long they take to feed. And you guys have a good day and a good night wherever you're at. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.